So, okay. Okay, so we're starting off. You have your replay. It's fine that you have summaries. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and load it up here. I'm going to share my screen with you. Dota 2. Okay. Share my screen.
I can see it.
You can see it now or you can't?
No, I can.
Okay, good. So we're looking at your notes. You said, okay, wait, real quick. I'm jumping all around. Looking at your file that you sent as your application, you're a position for 2200 MMR. You play about 20 to 30 hours a week, so pretty good amount. And you're trying to work on being more disciplined in your habits and awareness during games, understanding how to adjust to difficult situations, getting better at understanding the fundamentals of your role. Yeah, so you're looking for an overview of things you might be missing. That seems like what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I have a doc that I'm going to send you the link for that is just going to be me taking notes of there's a pregame section and early game section and a mid game section and then a section for like what I want you to maybe watch over replays. But the goal today, because you are playing a live game, right, is that just so you know what you signed up for, you're aware that's happening?
Yep.
Okay. Because that's happening, my goal is to give you max one thing at every given moment in the game to think about that I'm going to remind you to do. Okay. So it's like, and if it was Big Blue that we just reviewed, I'd be like, you don't prioritize lanes enough in the mid game. I'm going to tell you which lanes to go to, and we'll talk about it after. Like, that's the live coaching. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be coaching him on anything else than the lanes. So for you, we're going to find like what I feel like your problem as a 4-position player is, and we're going to focus on one thing for the laning stage, one thing for the mid game, and so on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sounds good. I was also going to request that to take it slow because like I can get nervous if I get too many instructions given at the same time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, having just one thing to focus on is really good.
Yeah, the goal is that I'm not. By the way, I didn't realize this at the time when you submitted, but this game is 8 days old, so I can't download it because it's more than 7
Oh
days
shit.
old.
Okay. Then I mean, I guess we can also review a game that I played today. It's
Sure.
not exactly the same game, obviously, but
that's fine. Yeah, it's not ideal, of course, but
how long do replays
7
last?
days. So unlucky.
I get it. Texting it. So, I mean, this game is from today, actually a couple hours ago. It was really bad, I think. Most of the team were spread it out, like nobody was really playing as a group, even though I tried. But I guess it serves the purpose.
Okay, so a lot of this initial session is for me to understand you better as a player. So what are your main 4-position heroes?
Lately I've been doing a lot of Hoodwink, like spamming it a lot. If that's banned, then I usually default to Snapfire.
Okay.
And depending on how I'm feeling, I might also do Ogre.
Okay. So those are the 3 main heroes you're playing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll check out Hoodwink.
I haven't done Ogre in like a month because that's my like 3rd option, but Snapfire comes in maybe once or twice a week, depending on bans.
So it's
Nobody's
almost
really
always
banning.
Hoodwink then.
Yeah, almost all. I would say 90%.
Okay, cool. Then we'll definitely have you pick Hoodwink for your game today. So, this seems to be a really common issue that I'm having with people I'm coaching, that people just skill things at the start of the game. I think Hoodwink's a perfect example. You have a spell that secures range creeps and a spell that's generally better otherwise. I think it's really important that we hold our spells until we need them on heroes that have 2 specific purposes for their spell. So just factors to consider at the draft, or this is like early game stuff, like pre-game stuff. Like holding skill points until using them. I think it's really important to develop the skill to use Control W or whatever your hotkey for Bushwhack is in order to level
I'm already using that.
Perfect. Because the only reason I say that is because that will allow you to level it in the middle of a level 1 engagement. Because you'll be like, oh shit, we're fighting, Control W, you know?
I am very used to that already.
Yeah. So if you're already used to that, that's great. Now don't level the spell.
Yeah. This is more like it's a habit more than anything else.
So I want to remind, what's cool about this is that I had in our class, I don't know if you were how much of it you were there for, but somebody
Like
talked.
half of it.
Okay, so somebody talked about going high ground with the DC Veno. Were you there for that?
Oh no, then I didn't hear
Okay.
that.
Okay. So the idea behind that was that he said, aren't there just times where you can push an advantage that you think is like kind of YOLO, but let's just roll over these guys? And my response is that I will go for what I believe this to be the statistically optimal play every single time. Whatever I think that is what I'm going to go for. If I don't really know what the play is, that's when I'm down to experiment. That's how I think about it. Okay. So I think that if you give leeway, if you give reasons for not doing the statistically optimal thing, this becomes a very slippery slope. Like, where do you stop doing the statistically suboptimal thing? Like, where do you draw the line? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
it's the same for autopiloting. If you're autopiloting level 1 skill, you're 100% autopiloting other stuff in the game. Set the tone.
For sure.
You know
For
what I mean?
sure. Yeah.
So I don't want us to think about how small of a habit this is. I want you to think that you are enabling and conditioning yourself to autopilot with stuff like this. You see what I mean? That's how I want you guys to think about it. It's a much deeper issue than just a level 1 skill because of the implications. Okay. It may seem small, and that's what she said.
Yeah, here I was trying to block the cam, but I died.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. Pre-game draft. Things to consider in the draft. Can I walk up and block small camp against enemy 5? If that's the case, you do what you did. If you can't, you sentry block it before the game starts. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So just learn matchups this way. If you can, then what you did was great. Like, or what your instinct is great. If not, block sentry. So what we're going to do at the beginning of next game is I'm going to say to you, I'm not going to ask these questions because it's too hard in the middle of the game. I'm just going to tell you, hey, their possible 5s are Snapfire and Sky. If it's Sky, you're fucked, so you need to block the camp. You know what I mean? That kind of communication. So we're going to have that question at the beginning of the game, and the goal would be in the long run that you ask yourself that question every game, and that this never happens again. It's not that it never happens, that it happens less and less.
Yeah, but you get a better feeling of when you can and when you cannot.
And that only happens by asking the question. So, exactly, you will get a better feeling of when you can and when you can't. That's like our pre-game consideration is level 1 skill, and are we able to actually walk into the small camp and block it? Okay. Never seen the level 2 scurry. Why is that?
Because I thought they were gonna run me down the whole time, so I thought I might need to run away from them very fast.
I see.
I saw Sky was being really aggressive, and I thought I might need to run away.
Okay. I found that there's 2 types of people. There's ones that have like 700 notifications on their phone, and there's ones that have 0. Are you a 0?
Well, I'm gonna get notified for things that I will pay attention to. I don't like spam.
What I'm trying to say is that people will see the little red 1 and they'll click it, or they won't. Are you?
No, I don't click shit. I'm closer to 0. I guess that's the.
When I say 0 notifications, that's because you make sure that there's no lingering notifications, is what I'm saying. Like, you're really, like, if you were to see a 5, you'd be, like, bothered by it.
No, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you. Because it's so interesting. I'm wondering. So, what is driving you to skill the W at the start of the game?
Well, in the beginning, I cannot really say that I thought consciously about it, but my usually like the reason why that became a default is because most of the time I can just like tie someone to a tree in the initial fight, and that usually works better for the team, whatever we're doing.
I see. So then my question is, why do you eat this lotus?
Because I was low on mana, and I thought I would need to use my bushwhack at some point. And with the Lotus, I can cast maybe one more. Like, I can already cast one. With the Lotus, I can probably cast two.
Do you... I'm not trying to be a smartass. Do you not see the... Do you see the connection that I'm making or no?
Kinda. Like, I mean, from a very common question, which is like, why didn't I save it for a time where I really, really needed it, and until the very last moment? Like, I see the connection with the leveling skills at the same, like, when we need it.
Yes, it's like you're doing it before you need to. And so what happens here, if you go to full HP, you're just wasting health regen.
Right.
That's how I look at this. The moment you hit 698, you're losing 3 HP per second.
I usually get sad. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either. Like, usually I try to not consume the Lotus until I need it. But here I thought, okay, I might need to engage.
What I'm saying is, if you might need to engage, then when they engage you, you press Lotus.
Yeah.
That's
understood.
That's the... So it's interesting because, like, you know, I asked the notification thing more so for my own interest.
Yeah, how compulsive it was versus how conscious it was. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
here
basically.
it was semi-conscious. I think it was
Mm.
intentional.
Okay,
Yeah,
semi.
it was
Okay,
leaning
so there
more
is
on the
conscious
intentional
behind
side.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So it's not compulsive. Yeah, actually, that does answer that question. Okay. Okay. Okay, nice, nice. Okay. Okay, so you got a kill on Sky. What's the plan here?
So what I'm thinking here is we're very close to getting the next Lotus, and as soon as I get it, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get the Wisdom Rune and then rotate bottom. That's what I was thinking.
I see. So that would work if Sky was dead during the time that the Lotus was spawning.
I also picked up on them not really caring about the Lotus when I picked up the first one, so that's why I sort of hoped they wouldn't care about these either.
Okay. My thought is that... Okay, so generally, like your general spellcaster, like when I'm just looking at the early game, like you know, I have things on here that strengths to keep and mistakes to fix. I mean, overall, its strengths are like you clearly know the spell casting on your hero, like you're hitting all of your spells, and you're like playing really well with the trees and stuff. I'm thinking about... Okay, so clearly when I ask you questions, you have answers. So like sometimes people just don't have answers.
If I might add something, this is so I'm also taking coaching with Seek Exotics.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out. But
cool, yeah.
so I
He's a good
do
guy.
have like we've been doing it 3 times already. So I have some things already. Like I have a keen eye for some things.
Okay.
But obviously
what are your like major
I
takeaways from coaching with him? Like what are the things you have a keen eye for?
mostly stay close to lane so that I can level up. Rotate early when I can, when my offlaner can take the lane on his own. Also blocking and pulling,
Okay.
and being aware of like when should I be with the team and when I shouldn't. Itemization is also like a side quest, let's say, that we're talking about lately, but those are like the main things we have talked about.
Okay. Yeah, I mean those sound like good feedback. Okay. So it does seem like you play a lot for the pulls. Okay. So to be clear, even if this works out, which it kind of does, like Sky Mage comes back and Sven gets low and then Sky dies. It is such a common trend I see in every stage of the game for people. Knowing when to reset. Like in Dota, when you take objectives later on in the game, when you get kills in the laning stage, there's always some degree of resetting. So for me, what I would be thinking is, I'm blitzing it to fucking base right now. and maybe I'll make it for the power rune and like kill this DK, or maybe I'll like what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna blitz it back to base. I'm gonna be full health, full mana. That's gonna give me the option to potentially come back to this lane and pressure. That's gonna give me the option to go mid and fight for the power rune. That's gonna give me the option to do anything in the game.
Right.
And if I don't do that, then I hope whatever this play is works with no health, no mana. Like that's my choice. And so for me, it's like, once again, it's like, it's the statistically correct play to see this after a kill. And the line of question is, okay, I got to kill. Like, so we have this is the thought train. Okay, we got to kill. How are the resources looking? Health and mana. And cooldowns.
My sort of pattern that I've been following lately is try to stay in lane as much as I can so that I don't miss out on XP, and then I don't have to recover from that.
You are
And
taking that
specifically
to an
with
extreme.
Hoodwink, yeah, maybe here, yeah.
That's
and
a good guidance. Sorry, continue.
No. I was gonna make a remark about the 6-minute rune that usually in this bracket, I have tried that. I have tried going to the rune and help mid, but I would say 90% of the time when I do that, my offlaner dies because they either don't pay attention that I am not there, even though I communicated, or they just die. And so lately I've been avoiding it.
I see. Would you benefit?
Are you saying something?
No, I'm thinking. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
If it helps, I see your point about going to base. That's part of the defaults that we were talking about. Like my default right now is to stay in lane.
No, I appreciate that. My dilemma here is that 80% of the responses I get when I talk about this stuff is my teammate will die if I do that. If I go pull, my teammate will die. If I leave my lane, my teammate will die. And my thought is, how am I supposed to teach proper Dota if people can't do it because their teammate's gonna die?
Yeah.
Because in my head, it's like, you should do the right thing regardless. But then I also know that it's exhausting to do the right thing and then have a teammate die, so it feels like it's actually hurting you instead of helping you. So I feel like I'm being somewhat hypocritical to just say to do that, because I understand what you're saying.
In my way to approach this, and I did see the video where you were saying this is why you want to do team coaching.
Yeah.
I agree. I fully agree with that like principle. The thing is that in some cases I do try to get a feeling of the game. Like if I see my offlaner being reactive to what I say or ping, then I would definitely, for example, rotate with the full trust that he's going to listen. Here, he was not picking up on any of the pings or signs or anything, so I was like a little bit scared to leave him alone.
It's really interesting how two people will have the exact opposite response to the exact same stimuli. If my teammate responds less to me, I'll be near them less.
Right.
Like, for me, personally, that seems more intuitive. Like, if somebody doesn't listen to me or talk to me, then I won't spend time around them. That just kind of makes sense to me.
I mean, I have my own theory about it. I guess there's also incentives for the role, right? Like my incentive as a 4 is to like take care of the baby, at least for a while. So that's why I'm reluctant. Maybe for you as a carry, it's like, okay, I need to do my thing.
No, I'm talking about from a support role, actually.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying, but I do think it could stem from what our primary role is, though. I'll be honest with you. My coaching is going to be telling you to leave lane more. So I'm wondering if that's okay with you.
I'm here to be corrected and learn,
okay.
so it's all good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're hanging out here too much. So what we're gonna do is I am going to look for this moment in the game. I'm like, so mistake. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for the moment in 5 to 10 minutes of the game. Could be slightly earlier, depends, but usually it's not. Of game where you are supposed to leave lane. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, it can be to reset, it can be to for runes, ganking bottom through gate. So gate, I'll just say gate. Reset, runes, gate, stack, wisdom. Like, those are going to be the reasons you leave the lane. And the way I look at the game is, as support, it's super important that I understand where I'm most impactful for my team. And it has nothing to do with what my offlaner is going to do in terms of when I leave. Like, there are times where I stay in my offlaner's lane based on his hero matchup. Like, something that's Dota related. You know what I'm saying? But I won't adjust based on the personality of my teammate if I don't think it's the correct play. I think that's dangerous because then you just never have your own play style.
True.
That's how I kind of look at that. So yeah, right now my main feedback that I'm watching so far is the fact that we haven't left this little cubby of the game, or the lane of the map, I mean.
Yeah, my original plan of going bottom didn't sort of materialize, so I ended up going mid because he was left alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you wouldn't clean that up. Okay. 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 So, mid-game. We need to status check other lanes more. This actually applies to, like, minute 6 as well. I very rarely, if ever, I'm going to watch. I'm pretty sure your camera was almost exclusively top.
Yeah, I'm never really looking in the main screen to the other lanes, but I am watching the minimap like every 3 seconds or so.
I see. I absolutely believe you. What the minimap does not tell you is health, mana, and like levels. And so unless I see you spamming your scoreboard to check levels, you're missing a lot of information.
Here, maybe I have a question that is less gameplay and more technical. Like, I know that you can bind keys to, like, check on your teammates, but those are not consistent. Like, I cannot bind, for example, 1 to the position 1, 2 to position 2, etc. So you just memorize them? Like, okay, at the beginning of the game 1, like, you just go through them and realize...
I mean, I just do
which number is... All right. Ah, okay, you just click on the heroes.
Yeah, like, you can click enemy heroes as well. Meaning, like, you can click up here. It'll show you where you last saw them and what their items were when you last saw them. So
right.
Yeah,
that works.
So for me, what is supposed to happen is that right now I need to, like, a quick this and this.
Right.
Like, this is, I just need to look at this real quick and be like, oh, like, Troll's, you know, Troll's level 6, he's level 5 on Shaker. Like, there might be something that happens down there. Troll's got ult turn potential and Shaker 6. Like, that gives me so much information. Do you see what I mean? But if I see that Shaker's level 6 and Troll's level 4, I'm probably not TPing. Ever.
I usually check... The one thing that I do is check levels with the scoreboard. But again, I haven't checked the actual location. Do you use location bindings a lot?
I personally don't. I know some people do. I just click.
All right.
That's what I do. I click, I do this, I do that. Like, even just saying, oh, this guy's rushing Blink, we should punish this. Like, that's, like, a good thing to do as well. Like, oh, Troll's 6, Earthshaker's 5, I should TP here. It's not even, like, guaranteed that that's the correct play. I'm just saying you're not giving yourself these options. You're not going to capitalize on any of these things because you're not looking. Like, minimap doesn't tell us enough in regards to this stuff.
All right.
So I'm just going to take note of... I'm going to do my best not to give you my awareness because it's kind of OP if I look around the map for you. Like, it's not going to be an accurate representation of how it feels to play. So we'll kind of just take note of, like, hey, man, look around the lanes. And what that means is that while you're walking somewhere, like, so this is a moment you're supposed to check lanes. You're walking to a bounty room, check lanes. Up. Like, I need you looking at lanes when your hero's just moving from one location to the next. This is when we look at lanes. A lot more camera movement. Super important to be very curious about what's happening on the map as a support. Another use of the Lotus when full HP.
Yeah, that one was... that was a default. Like, it wasn't really thought of. Yeah, and here they saw me somewhere. I did see them in our triangle, though. I thought they were sort of like the usual is they go there, they ward, and then they get out. I thought it was that kind of situation. Yeah, but then they got me.
Okay. I'm curious, did Zach talk to you about moving your camera at all, or no?
He mentioned it once. Not not something I'm focusing on currently, but he did mention it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I also don't want to give you too much to focus on, but...
I mean, for me, it's good. I mean, all of the things that you're mentioning, I'm taking notes as well. Yeah. And it's just exercises that I do when I play unranked. So I don't have the extra stress from ranked, but it's habit building.
I see. Yeah, it's really interesting. If I'm being fully blunt, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Like, I'm literally watching it through your perspective, and I'm asking myself, what is going on in this game based on what I see, and I have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that's how I always assess this when I'm watching coaching students, is just, you know, I can't fast forward it too fast, but I try to look like, you know, even when you're dead, we're not looking around.
I can say my awareness goes as far as to knowing where heroes are and keeping track of levels. I am definitely not checking items enough, and I'm not seeing fights as they happen.
Okay. So the most important thing, we're going to do step 1. How do I do this? It is a huge step if you literally do this and you don't even click the fucking guy. I'm fine if you do this 100 times a game and you gain 0 information from doing it.
Like, yeah, I get it. Just to get the habit of like watching somewhere else.
Getting the habit of checking somewhere else. And what will happen is you'll get so fast. So the problem right now, I think this is actually 101 of camera movement, which is to identify times where you're supposed to look around. Okay? Let's ignore what information you're supposed to get, right? Let's just talk about looking around. So like, you know, walking from place to place right now, like you could just click right here and look around, right? Because that's where you're going. Or we can click to this next wave and we can look around. You know, we have 4 seconds here to look around. You know, now not a good time to look around because we're like in the midst of shit. We're not looking around now. So not a good time, not a good time, not a good time.
No, I get it. I mean, whenever I can go like safely into watching another place, I should do it.
Yes. So right now, I would want you to look bottom and see what creep is pushing or not. This is good information, for instance. Like, is this lane pushing in or not? That's good information. Okay. I have an idea of what I want you to work on today. So for me, I think that your ability to farm lanes and play the map is not going to be possible to do properly with the amount of information that you're gathering. It's just not possible. So we're not looking to fix this overnight. This is definitely a very slow but sure improvement type of thing. I do think that the proper skill build on Hoodwink, it's just what people have been doing for a while, is 144. So you use your scurry to get around the map faster and position yourself for spells because it gives you the cast range and all that. So she generally plays around her Acorn Shot a lot, or plays around her Bushwhack without Acorn Shot for the early game. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention. I don't know if you always go the same skill build, but that's what I've been seeing people do exclusively.
I'm usually maxing out Scurry last, and then if I max out Bushwhack or the Acorn, really depends.
Okay. The skill build because I actually took time learning Hoodwink about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I studied maybe 5 to 10 pro replays, and every single one went 144.
All right.
So that's just so. And I copied it, and I did feel like if I didn't have max scurry, my movement around the map was really slow. That was how
Wait,
I
wait.
felt.
When you say 144, you mean one acorn, four bushwhack?
Yeah. So at level 7, it's 1-4-1-1, and then at level 10, it's 1-4-4.
Okay.
That's what people were. So they were maxing their bushwhack first, and then they were maxing scurry and taking the level 10 talent at level 10 or 11. Kind of just that actually varied a bit if they took the third point in scurry or sorry, the fourth point in scurry or the talent. But then they took the other at level 11. That was about the
Mm-hmm.
variance that I saw on that. Um, so interestingly enough, when I have a Wraith King offlane and I have a Troll carry, I'm thinking I have a Radiant Spire in the off lane and a Battle Fury builder in the safe lane. So everything I'm going to buy is to make it so we don't lose while everybody's farming. And so what I'm thinking is Glimmer Cape Force Staff in this game. That's what I'm
Right.
thinking. Because I'm on damage control and they have like a shit ton of magic burst. So my items this game are probably Glimmer, Force, Lotus Orb. That's probably my items this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have absolutely no utility on our team, so we need some. If we're winning lanes, I'd probably go solar. But it's about even, so I won't go solar. I'm just thinking that there's not. I actually would never go solar because there's nobody's solar. Like nobody's running at people. You have a Wraith King farming, you have a troll farming. So I think the Spirit Vessel is a bit ambitious for the state of the game. Like Earn kind of implies a lot of kills are happening. And I know it's like 19 to 19, but
To be honest, my thought process for items here, I never go earn, but I thought we have a DK and a Sven, and both of them want to have someone countering them with earn, and I know that most people don't build it.
I see.
So this is like when I was talking to Seek Exotics, like one of like usually I build Rod of Atos, and he like suggested like if your team has enough catch already, which we do with Podge
Rubik
and Wraith King,
and Rubik, yeah.
and Rubik as well, like you don't need it, and I agree with that. So usually my second go to is Yules because it gives me mobility, but while still like saving people from something, and then Force Staff if I need to like push someone away and stuff like that. Usually Glimmer, for me, is just if I died a lot in laning. Like if I know that they are like going for me really hard, then I get Glimmer. Here I just got the Urn because I thought DK is going to be an issue later. I'd rather have it now. But I see your point now. Like the Glimmer would have been definitely helpful here, and also like because of the barrier and for myself.
I think Glimmer's the only item in the game that lets you set up kills here because if you use an Atos, you're just going to get like Echo Slammed or something. If you have a Glimmer, then you can Glimmer then Scurry and you can like scout and stun people without them going on you. Does that make like your job in this game is to like provide information for your team because they have a lot of stun based heroes that blink stun you. So information's like really powerful in this game. I think of Glimmer as an information item on Hoodwink.
Yeah, usually my like one of the things that I've learned with Hoodwink is I have two modes. One is damage control. Basically, I build for CC or like empowering someone. Like if I have an Ursa, I do solo or whatever. Or I'm the one that is actually enabling kills with Atos or something else, Gleipnir later. Those are the two modes, like go in or stay back. Here, I thought I would be more of the laid back, but yeah, probably Glimmer would have been better.
I think you are absolutely correct that there are two modes. Like, I agree with your assessment of Hoodwink, and I think you chose the right one in this, and I think you're just approaching it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Like how to do how to accomplish that best. So for me, it's comparing our mid game aggression to theirs. Like their offlaner's a shaker, and our offlane's a Wraith King with Radiance. Like if we just think about the mid game aggression, theirs is way higher. Also, Skywrath Mage is like an ultra horny support. Like
Yeah.
that hero
Yeah.
is just gonna run around the map killing everybody. Like that's what he wants to do. Right. So if I see a Skywrath Mage with 3 stunning cores, I'm bracing myself for impact. Like they're gonna run at us, they're gonna stun us, they're gonna cast spells on us with Sky. Like that's just what they're gonna do most of the time, assuming they're like actually trying. So like that's why I buy Glimmer Force here. Because Glimmer for keeping myself alive initially, and maybe setting up kills with it, and Force Staff for to combo break the Skywrath Mage Shaker. That's how that's what the Force Staff is for. And Hoodwink's insanely good with these items because of this, right?
Yeah.
So like usually Glimmer and Force over the years they got nerfed by their cast ranges. So on Hoodwink it's still really nice.
I see. Yeah, itemization, like I said in the beginning, is still like an ongoing topic. I'm still like getting used to reading the match better from the beginning and not as it happens. Like conceptualizing the game before it starts is still something I'm practicing.
No, it's very difficult. This isn't easy stuff. So, what I'm gathering from my limited last 2 weeks is people buy this item too much. I don't think people understand this item, is what I think.
I never do. I only do it when I see high regen heroes. And even in this case with Hoodwink, this is, I think, the second time ever. Because most of the time I go for other items. Here I just thought, I know that Rubik is not going to build it. And I know nobody else is going to build it. So I might, I will.
My polite thought is there's nothing about their lineup that I say I have to buy this.
For me, it was DK, but is that the wrong read?
There's a difference between an item being conceptually good and being necessary. I think Spirit Vessel is a purchase when necessary item. And my thought is, can we kill DK? And the answer is Troll has unlimited damage. He just needs to be alive.
True.
So my thought is Troll needs to be alive, and Wraith King, since we have a Wraith King, we can play for long fights. And their whole plan is to play short fights. So every item I buy is long fights. Keep myself alive, Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, Lotus Orb.
Just for the sake of theory, would have a pipe helped as an option here because of the air shaker?
In theory, yes, but no. You'll reduce way more damage Force Staffing somebody away from Shaker Sky than you would piping them.
Okay.
Like they will take, 3,000 magic damage if they're sitting inside of a Skywrath Mage ult and Earthshaker. But if you Force Staff them, they take, hypothetically way less. So, for me, pipe is good when their magic damage is spread. They have Zeus, Necrophos, heroes like Zeus, Necrophos, Radiance Buyers, Pudge, maybe something like a Leshrac or a Puck. But I wouldn't go pipe against single target shit like Skywrath Mage.
Okay.
And even Snapfire is kind of single target as well. Sven's a very single target. I mean, I look at their lineup and I think single target.
My only thought about pipe here was because of Shaker. Nobody else really.
Yeah, I got you. For me, I look at their lineup and I see overwhelming single target. Even Shaker is a single target hero. Like he blink echoes one guy a lot of the time, maybe 2 guys. But he meant to kill one guy at the start of the fight. This guy's meant to kill one guy at the start of the fight. This guy's meant to do it. This guy's meant to do it. Like their entire lineup and my entire itemization this game is how do I not be the guy that dies at the start of the fight, and how can I itemize to save a guy so they aren't the guy at the start of the fight? How can I make Troll get his ult off? How can I help Pudge get his BKB or his defensive meat shield thing off? That's what I'm thinking. And then so the combination of that is positioning based items and stuff like Invis, Glimmer Cape gives us the ability to scout, place deep wards, stuff like this. Hoodwink it's really good because you can be here, glimmer yourself, and scurry all the way from here until over here, through the glimmer. You can cover an entire area.
Usually that's the thing that I take sort of, I mean, this is, so in my bracket, people do not buy smokes. If anybody does, it's me most of the time. And so I take advantage of that in the way of using the smoke to plant deep wards. I do that a lot. Obviously, I'm mindful not to run out of smokes in case we need them. But for example, that ward that is on top, that was me with the smoke. And later, well, we don't have to go there, but like later in this game when we were getting boxed in, I usually do the same. Like I just smoke, cut a wave, plant a ward, and then go back.
Okay. I hear
I
you.
mean, Glimmer makes way more sense.
I hear
I'm
you.
not rejecting your
No, I
proposal
don't think
though.
you're rejecting me. I'm hearing these reasonings. Yeah, just give me a second to think here. I appreciate you explaining your reasoning. My feeling is the majority of people I coach tell me all of these adjustments they're making to their games when I think the way to win is to be more fundamental, not less. Thank you, honey. So all I'm trying to say is that like solo smoking for wards happens sometimes, but I definitely wouldn't consider it like a standard use of smoke. And the only time I've found I have to go off standard is when people are like griefing, like literally griefing the game. Not like playing
Yeah.
badly, but actually destroying their items and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is my thought that it's really hard to. I guess I have to tell you that I think the most important thing is to be more fundamentally sound and less creative in order to get out of these brackets. That's how I think it works. Your job is to establish order in the chaos, to replicate the same thing, rather than trying to adjust to every situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Yep.
opinion on how people climb. And that is not like a, hey, now that you've hit 3,642 MMR, that no longer applies. That's like, as you go higher, you can afford to have more creativity.
The one thing I so not because I want to brag or anything. Like 6 months ago, I used to be Archon 5 going to Immortal, and I definitely saw what you mean. Like I remember the climb was because back then Clockwork was in the meta, so I was spamming him a lot. And the way I climbed was by just repeating the same pattern over and over with Clockwork that I knew it worked. The thing is that one of the things that I started learning, or I remember learning at that point, was yeah, but adjustments are needed. So I think maybe here I'm overdoing it. Like I'm adjusting way too much when I should go back to that sort of like pattern repetitions that actually works. Like
Yes.
maybe adjusting to my bracket. That's in a way to explain it.
Wait, so you said Archon. So what's Archon MMR?
Uh, it was close to 3K.
Okay, so you were about 700 or 800 higher, is what you're saying?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah,
I had a bad streak,
I see.
mentality issues most of it.
Yeah, I got you. I ran into one of those recently as well, so I feel you there. I can tell you guys from my own personal experience that when I'm frustrated and I'm having a bad mental streak and I'm losing, that the way I solve it is going back to the basics. That's how it gets solved. I'm like, oh, I need to reevaluate my hero pool, my approach to the game, and I just need to restore order, and then I start winning again. Like that's how it
Yeah.
always is. I have learned this lesson like 90 times. The only thing that's different is maybe I recognize it sooner nowadays. You know, I'll be like, okay, it doesn't have to take 20 losses, it can take 5, you know? And I think I reset faster when I do it. Like once I realize it, my process for resetting is faster. So, it's a combination of you can learn to recognize that that's a problem faster, and you can right the ship faster. That's like the two things that we can do. So, I think there's like this common stigma that you know, you're like a nerd if you climb playing 3 heroes or whatever. I actually think the only way to get better at the game is to approach it that way. Like, I actually don't think you improve meaningfully if you're trying to adjust too much. If you're not able to produce what a hero is supposed to be able to do on its own optimally. Like,
Right.
ignore, like, I think you could go, like, Mana Boots, Ether Lens, you know, Glimmer, Force Staff, and play to, in Shard pretty early on, and play to clear creep waves, and, like, do that really efficiently, like, amazingly, where you push waves, and then you TP to fights, and you show up, and if you did that perfectly, you'd be 3K, like, not even question, you know, and it's not even the ideal play in most of these games. You know, there's probably better heroes to even do it on than Hoodwink. But the point is, I think if you were nailing that thing that is not optimal, you would have a higher MMR. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is that up until a much higher number than most players are, I don't know what the exact number is, most people aren't playing optimally, so it doesn't really matter if the play you're making is the best meta play. It's more that, are you the best? Are you playing the way that you're playing perfectly? You know, like, how close is it? Not perfectly. It's not possible to be perfect, but how close to perfect are you playing according to what you're trying to do? So for me, I, you know, if I'm Hoodwink, it's like, I think it's good. I think it's a good start that you're like, I'm either the guy initiating or I'm the guy on the back lines. I would have one build for each. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I think that's a great baseline of, like, you don't need to be so rigid that you always build Atos and try to kill people. It's like, most heroes, that's a bit too rigid. But if you had, like, 2 modes where you're like, that helps you recognize what it is. So let's do this. I think on Hoodwink, there's 2 modes. There's one where you're aggressive and you go Atos and stuff. And then there's a second where you're building to keep yourself alive and everyone else around you. You can be creative with those items. It can be Solar, Force Staff, Yules, whatever. But it's either Atos to set people up or it's items to keep everyone alive, including yourself. Does that make sense?
Yep. It
Okay.
makes a lot of sense.
So cool. That's going to be our version of Back to the Basics. Because I also don't... The thing is, I'm putting in your strengths to keep. You clearly analyze the game a lot. Like... and I like that. Like, that's good. That's not something I want to kill. Like, that's not a good thing to, like, be like, no, don't analyze the game anymore. But the idea is, like, we do need to rein in the creativity a little bit. Rein, I don't know, how do you even spell rein? R-E-I-N?
R-E-I-G-N.
G-N, thank you. Rein in the creativity. You wouldn't know English is my first language. Ever since I've been learning Dutch, every Dutch word I learn, I lose an English word, I swear. Okay, so, cool. I feel ready to take you into a live game. What we're gonna do is that I'm gonna let you play the lane. Like, you've got the pull camps down and all that shit good. And we're going to look for that moment in the lane where you need to reset or go to another lane. And that's all I'm gonna communicate to you after the draft. Okay, is just,
all right.
Let's look for that moment. And I'll tell you what to do. I'm not gonna. There's no time to, like, ask you questions or have you figure it out. It's just, I'm gonna chime in and say, I need you to go base right now. I need you to TP mid right now. I need you to do this, and I'll try to be as explicit as possible. It's not always easy, and it might get you killed or something. It's not a perfect process.
No, I mean, yeah. For the purpose of this game, I don't care if we lose or I die too much. It's all about the learning.
For sure, that's awesome. Good approach. And then so go ahead.
One thing though, like, when you say right, just to clarify, because I can be very literal at times. So when you say right now, it means, like, stop whatever you're doing and immediately do it, or, like, do I have a buffer of, like, let's say 10 seconds?
In Dota, if I tell you something and you wait more than 3 seconds, it's probably no longer good.
All right.
That's how I look at Dota. So, what I will say is, like, if you're right here and I know that they have a TP cancel and I need you to go mid, I'll say, walk back to here and TP. You know, like, and what I mean is, I want you to try to turn that into whatever you're doing instantly. You know, that is the goal.
Gotcha.
So, in order to get me going here, I don't know why I said it that way. That's really fucking weird. Go ahead and go here and request a coach.
Request a coach.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my Dota score up. I'm
I
grinding.
cannot because my behavior score is too
Oh
low.
my goodness.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
But you
Fuck.
can join us. Well, not that I'm trying to get you as a friend, but you can if you have Dota Plus, or I can stream it to you in Discord. Whatever is good with you.
Am I allowed to?
To be fair, my score went down this week, and I don't know why. Because I
Yeah.
literally have everyone on mute, and I don't do
I didn't
a lot
consider
of
this
like
problem
griefing.
happening. It's okay. It's not something we can change, so it's okay. I'm thinking. I'm gonna hide Dota for a second on my stream.
Sure.
Not from you. People can see me. Hello, chat. Okay. So I need you to go to this channel. Can you find this? Don't say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This. Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think we can do ranked like this. Wait. We can't do ranked like this. Can we? I can't coach you in your party in ranked, right? Can you join my party, or is it not letting you?
I clicked on requested.
Oh, maybe I have requests from other people off. Block. Okay. Try again. Sorry. Do I need to send it again? Okay.
Yeah.
If I select myself as a coach, can you queue ranked or no? Like coach this party, it's not letting me coach. Oh wait, there it is.
Is it?
Try
Oh
queue
yeah.
ranked.
Now I see you as a coach, and I go to ranked. I'm gonna click Q just to try it.
I don't
Coaches
think it will.
are not permitted
Okay.
in ranked
That's
matchmaking.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the best way for us to do this is to have you stream it to me. I don't think it's good to do it on ranked because you can't guarantee your role in unranked. So
I use an ultra wide monitor. I hope that doesn't fuck up your stream though.
Oh god.
Yeah, full of complications, I know.
Yeah, these are things I had not considered.
I mean, another thing, well, if it's not allowed to coach, I guess you wouldn't be able to watch my game either, like as a friend.
I think I need to wait to watch your game like a week or something. I can
Dota Plus is supposed to be live, but I don't know. You can only see my perspective, which is fine, I guess.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and add me. I'll send you can see my friend ID here. Actually, I can click you. You can just click you. Add friend. I added you. Let me know when you accept it.
Yeah. Gotcha. I mean, I'm also not sure if it's gonna work, so maybe just to have a plan B. If it doesn't work that you can watch my game, I can just stream it to you.
Go and share your stream with me now.
I'm not.
Go ahead and share your stream with me now whenever you're ready.
My entire screen so that you see my mouse pointer.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to watch your game live when you queue. Did you accept me as a friend?
I did. I see you online. I might be showing us offline. Give me 1 sec.
You're making this incredibly difficult.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm online now. You should see me in your friends list.
What's your
red? Also red.
Yeah, I don't see you.
I am says online. Maybe it's
Maybe I need to close it and reopen.
Maybe I need to do that. Give me 1 sec. I will probably no, because if I do that, then I'm going to show you my entire desktop.
I mean, I'm not showing your computer on screen yet.
Oh,
So
okay,
you
okay,
can do that.
cool. I'm not watching your stream, so I don't know what's
Yeah,
showing
you're
right now.
good.
Okay, let me then. And where is Steam?
Yeah, it doesn't show you on my friends list, even though you guys all reset Dota as well.
I'm starting it again. Yeah, now I'm in the game and I see you online.
Yeah, I hope I see you. Okay, I see you now. Okay, go ahead and try to play. If it doesn't work for me to watch you, then I will show your screen on stream.
Sure. So I'm queuing right now.
Yep, go for it. So yeah, our focus is which hoodwink are you this game? Survival or aggressive? Can you contest the 5 at the small camp? Otherwise, you have to ward that at the start. You're not going to skill your point. Because we're going to talk about if you need it for range. And then I'm going to give you a moment where you're going to leave lane. And then from there, I might dictate your map movements because you're probably unfamiliar with that. So I might like say, yeah, after this lane, you can go bottom or whatever.
Usually my approach in the early game, which is as far as I go into pre-thinking, is to harass the carry as much as I can, pull the camps and block theirs. Basically anything I need to do to allow my offlane to farm in peace. So whatever I need to do surrounding that idea is what I do.
I trust that you will execute your 3-4 lane very well and that you will ignore the rest of the game for the first 10 minutes. That is what I trust that you will do based on what you've said to me and what I watched. So what we're going to try to do is trust that when you're in that area, you will do good things, but we need to get you out of that area. At least some percentage of the game. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So when you're in that area, just follow your instincts there. I think what you did was above your MMR in that area.
I can sort of narrate what I'm thinking. I'm not having problems with that. What I do have, like, sometimes, because I play with other people that also like give me tips as I play, and usually it's way too much information for me to process. So narrating my own thoughts, cool. Hearing and playing at the same time, too many instructions, like not really cool.
My goal is to give you minimum instructions, but I will acknowledge that you're gonna take some time to follow them. My goal is to give you major instructions, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I understand. I do think that live coaching is a bit of an experiment. The whole point of the replay analysis was that I better understand your internal thoughts while you're playing. So I think I have a pretty good idea of what your strengths and weaknesses are. So yeah, my goal from this is to basically. Sorry, I lost my.
I'm gonna re-queue because the behavior is disruptive, and I'm okay with people not having like perfect behavior, but this was a 1, so I re-queued. I know we gotta make the best out of the time, but I also don't want to play with like griefers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
By the way, you should join the guild we have for the dojo.
I should join that. You're not wrong.
We're doing pretty good. I'm the biggest contributor.
Nice. Fucking carrying. See that you are the biggest contributor.
Yeah, I just do a lot of quests.
Hmm.
And I also joined pretty early when there were like 4 people, I think.
Oh, busy day. What's his
Are you
rank?
doing
20?
streaming full time? I don't know that.
I actually forgot didn't have it on the coaching session tab anymore. I mean, I actually officially said I'm no longer streaming pubs last week. Meaning myself playing them. I still play them, but I'm not streaming them. But I had a YouTube video I put a lot of time and effort into that's coming out tomorrow, and so that's taken up a lot of my time the last 2 days.
Mm.
And then I have your session, I had a class, I had another session, I had 2 meetings and a Dutch lesson. So busy day.
Learning Dutch, I have a friend living there as well. They told me it's not that hard, at least not
Yeah, it's
as
not as
hard
hard as
as
everyone says
German.
it is. I mean, yeah, especially for Germans, but I don't think it's as hard as everyone thinks it is to learn Dutch.
It sounds weird though. It sounds like The Sims talking.
Sounds like who?
That's how it sounds to me. Like The Sims. The
Let's
game
see.
Sims.
Yeah, I understand. Interesting. We're just waiting for Red to find a game so we can live coach him, guys. That's what we're waiting on.
Yeah. Queues are taking longer lately in general.
What's the behavior score?
8K.
Oh.
8.5.
Went on the plunge, huh?
Well, that's I don't really understand it. Now there's an acceptable game. So I don't someone reject. I don't really get it because when you lose score, you lose a bunch. You lose like 500 at a time and then you win like 100. So it's really hard to like go back.
I have a theory about that, but I do understand it's really hard.
And generally speaking, like this is also why I like not even mute all. Just in settings, I don't allow like communications. I just use the default messages and stuff like that. And I'm not really a griefer. I don't break items or I don't do things that are known to be griefer behavior. So people just report when they are losing. Okay, I'm able to pick Hoodwink. I don't think you can watch probably
I'm pretty
the
sure
hero selection.
I'm pretty sure it's because we added each other as friends today. Like I'm pretty sure there's a cooldown to this stuff.
You can stream my
Yeah, I'm gonna
screen if
wait
you
until
want.
you load into the game. I'm looking at your draft right now, and if it's not gonna work when you load into the game, then I'm gonna come over.
Yeah.
So you're against Pudge Legion. Neither of those is safe lane, probably. Okay, so you're against Slark Techies, probably, maybe Slark Pudge. And, I mean, I would probably block the small in this lane. I don't want to walk over against Slark. I just want to hit him. I don't want to feel pressured to walk in there. So I'd block
Mm-hmm.
small with a sentry. Pre-game. CK has no reliable way to secure range, so you might need your Q for that, so please don't skill. I'm going to try, once you load in, to join you. If it doesn't let me, then I will share my Discord.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back getting water. Just run for water.
Sure. I don't think it's going to let me watch, guys. He's officially loaded in now. Not letting me. Okay.
Okay, I'm here. I see I didn't miss.
Yeah.
So regarding skills,
Yeah.
well, again, my default is to go bushwhack, but I guess
Like I said, Bushwhack Q is for securing range, and your CK doesn't have a range securing spell, so you may need your Q for range. One of the most important questions in all of the... You need to block their small with Sentry. We talked about that as well. Like right now.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else are you going to do?
When we end up the fight in mid,
Mm.
I would run up and do it then.
Generally, you would go high ground route, not through the river. Yeah.
All right.
And then you try to make it back. Generally, I'll put it back corner so that a sentry on the big camp won't catch it, but it's fine.
I mean, usually my spot is here, like
Yeah, that would
right
work.
in the border, but
Yeah.
since I lost a few seconds.
All good, all good. I understand you were thinking about using your bushwhack. I really wish you hadn't leveled it there. It's all good, though.
I saw OD and I thought, okay,
Yeah,
opportunity.
it's okay. We'll talk about it after. Nice. Try to get a range of that XP. Sorry, range creep.
Ours, yeah.
No, that one. Yeah. Your job is that range creep up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can cash your W on Slark just to harass him. He doesn't like getting harassed. Yeah. No need to overchase, but good harass, good harass. You can let CK take this XP solo, drop the creep off with him, and walk right. Yeah. Walk over there. Yep, courier, nice.
So I'm leaving Q now, right?
Yeah. Check the camp.
I checked it, but he blocked it.
Yeah,
He body
yeah.
blocked
That's
it.
I wanted you to check it again. Yeah. You can push the wave with auto attacks and then pull it. You can go pull now. Alien's pushing into.
Yeah, I'm thinking about pushing it in just for the Lotus.
Yep.
I'm thinking about getting techies now, but maybe Slark is a better target. Oh shit! I missed.
Biggest problem is you need to buy items.
Oh shit! I didn't queue anything. Yeah.
More tangos as well if you didn't buy any. I don't know if you did.
So I'm maxing out Bushwhack, right?
Yeah. Second point bushwhack. You take your scurry at 3 or 4. I mean. Need you to stop that pull. You can harass Slark. He shouldn't walk up for this. No. That's good. This lane can't really kill you at all. You can play to the right more. I think you should be on the right side of the lane here. Yeah. You can hit Slark. Good. Range creep.
Oh, bro.
Yep. Nice try, nice try. I would buy yourself raindrops. And a clarity.
For techies?
Yep, and mana. You can pull here. As the pull completes, look at mid. Okay, we'll stick to level 5. Just want you to look. Yeah, against Slark, you'll want to wait till Pact goes off. Yeah, so when Slark goes on you guys, always wait like until the Pact completes. You guys are both casting your stuns on his Pact.
I'm going Bush, sorry.
Scurry, yeah.
Scurry.
Yep, you're good.
So here's when I start thinking, okay, I need to get the Lotus, I need to ward, and then thinking about leaving.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to coach you around the map because I can't look around the map. But this is good, what you're doing. Yeah, so you're going to be playing for Wisdom.
Yep.
In this moment, you can look at mid and walk towards it a bit. You should give him solo XP. Yeah, so you can stack these camps behind you.
Behind me, the ones next to Wisdom.
Yes, yeah. Behind means closer to your base when I say behind.
All right.
Make sure you go for the shrine. When you're walking there, look around the map. Yep, perfect. Great. What's DK's helping, mana? Okay, he's fine. Mid lane's getting solo kills. Seems like kind of a stomp in your guys' favor right now.
What I would do now is to ward here.
Don't
De-ward
ward
if there's
Slark's
anything.
lane. That's never good. Go ahead and walk towards mid. We never want to ward Slark's lane. He just sees it. He may not de-ward it, but it's a bad habit. Put your tangos in your backpack. We're kind of trying to kill the OD when he respawns and comes back mid. We're not trying to kill him per se, but place a ward on his hill. Yeah, over there. You're trying to secure your SF the rune. Place sentry for your SF as well. Wherever's fine. Okay, SF got tower. That's pretty nice. Okay. What are SF's items? Okay. He's rushing Kaya. Got it. I would walk towards bottom. I think that's your most impactful place right now. CK is kind of being chilling. While on your way to bottom, look at the lane, look at top lane, look at all the lanes. Yep.
So here maybe we can make a play.
Yep. Legion 6, Jug is 6. Just be ready to counter initiate the... They went a bit early. Unfortunate. Yep. Nice. Free duel. Nice.
Yep.
Easy. Go pull small, pull small, pull small, pull small, pull.
Ah, shit!
I'm screwed. I don't want to scream it. Oh, it's too late now.
No. We can
Stack
still
large,
pull
stack
it.
large, stack large. Yep. Pull it. There you go. Fortunately, small wasn't there, so I freaked out at you for no reason. In this case, I'd go through the gate to your SF top. Actually, TP mid, sorry. TP mid. I'm just busy looking at my notes. Farm the lane. And then... Go another wave, I think, while looking top. Yep. Fine. We want to get our 6 here. Go to that way. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. And a boot. Check rune. Bottom rune. See if SF's gonna come here. He's TPing, so you're good. You can go bottom. You can ping your SF to come bottom as well. Walk up the high ground. Yeah, there. Just be ready to scurry if Legion's there. Yeah, you're just scouting. Yep, you're just helping your Jug take this tower. You can look at top lane in the meantime. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Cool. Yeah, so you guys can pressure this with the catapult. Go help your Jug. Stay with him. Catapult wave on the tower. Yeah, nice. 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 Okay. Anabu, your Jug.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit. I can still give him Lotus.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's the whoops. Lotus.
So here I'm thinking Atos, just because I see we only have one stun. I don't know, maybe the...
I would personally go solar in this game. You have like 3 really good cores to solar.
What do you say?
Solar would be the item
Solar.
I'd go here.
Ah.
Solar or
True.
drums, whichever one sounds better too.
I think solar is usually better for Jug.
You can go through the gate to join your CK top. Let your Jug be down here by himself. He's fine. Yeah, good job looking around the map. Good. You can just... Oh, I see. I don't do that what you just did. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, it's one of the things that I'm trying to figure out, like how to do that faster.
I think you just. I mean, you can just right-click them when you don't have the gold for them. So I just wait till I don't have the gold.
When you don't have the gold, but if I do, when
I'm
I
saying,
do,
then you just wait. Yeah. I don't think doing what you did is good. That's fine. Yep. You're fine to chill. Just chill behind your CK. You're counter initiation. That's what you are. Okay, if CK is not gonna push, follow your CK wherever he goes. You're doing shop things when I think there's really important things to do in the game right now.
true.
Stop doing. Oh god. Okay, interesting.
I just went autopilot there.
Yeah, all good. I think you guys are being a bit overly scared. You have Ringmaster behind you. You might need to be Initiator with the way your CK is playing. It's fine though. Don't try to tangle him. Just TP mid.
No, I'm trying.
Go mid.
Trying. I don't have TP, but I was
yeah,
trying to give him
mid.
Lotus.
Ah, I see. Just back off. I thought you were trying to give him your tango.
No, I wanted to give him Lotus,
I
but he
see.
didn't.
Go ahead and walk towards the mid wave. Look around the map as you're walking. Like right click the mid wave and then look. Yeah, right click there and then look. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should. Oh, yeah, never mind. No. You do your thing. Make sure you're in XP range for those.
I think I know. Ah, shit.
Yep, you're fine. You can tango up. Go to bottom lane. After that rune. Walk towards bottom. Move your camera towards top.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now they got it.
Okay, they're good. So now you're just sitting behind Jug. But now you can walk back to mid. Sorry. I'll explain these plays later. You need to walk back mid.
No worries. Is it worth I would ward here just to make him feel safe.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna walk back mid. You can use Scurry because you have 2 charges right now, and you need to get to this fight faster. You need to click the wave and then go look at the camera top as well. Okay, nice. Clear the wave. Clear the wave. Clear the wave. Clear the wave. Have a smoke on you as well? Buy a smoke?
We said we were gonna max out Scurry.
Yeah, max Scurry. Watch out for Slark Night Vision, he can see you. I don't like just sitting here, so walk towards top lane. Okay, never mind. What? Okay, now walk towards top right now. Just
Right.
do it, trust me. Walk towards top lane.
No, I am. I just wanted to shield.
You're
Jug.
good. Go ahead and fly your courier out with your windlace and TP. Oh, I see them. Yep, go clear top wave. Yep.
Deep warding.
Yeah, all good. Okay. Gonna do one more wave here. You're good. You can look at mid while this is happening. Yeah, team's going a little ham. It's all good. Keep pushing. You're gonna TP bottom after this wave.
No TP, but
Oh,
I can
yeah,
use gate.
fine. Here, go ahead and scurry your way to the gate. You can walk through trees as well. You don't have to go through.
I'm thinking Lotus before.
No, nope. There's a wave.
Get this Lotus.
Sure. While you're walking to the Lotus, you can look at lanes. You can look at Legion. You can look at heroes. Anything. Yep. Okay. So you're gonna push this wave, and then you're gonna connect to your team mid. Hopefully, your Solar Crest is finished. Go towards your mid lane. You want to connect to the rune. That's the next engagement here. Level your talent, I'd say.
Do I take?
Yeah, I'd take the talent.
Yeah.
Careful of getting initiate onto. You're going to be sitting behind the CK with Solar Crest. Or you have the Pavis, but whatever. Check rune. Haste rune top. Nice.
Oh shit.
You can go back towards the mid wave. Actually, never mind. There's something happening. Okay. Nice. Now you can go back towards mid. ASAP. You can use your scurry.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting the rune too because nobody
Yep.
picked it up.
That's fine. Take it. Okay, so you're gonna walk towards your SF, and then you're gonna look around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just kind of follow him for now. You're waiting for your CK and SF to combine again on the map. So wherever he goes, we're gonna kind of see what he does here. This would actually be a good time to smoke. We have SF ulti? Yeah, so after this wave, we're gonna smoke. After the wave. Yeah, you can smoke him right now, actually. Go ahead and smoke him.
Oh
good.
shit.
It's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. Jug kind of jugs bad. Solar crest him.
Mm-hmm.
Scurry. Watch out behind. It's really hard for them to kill you. Like, their heroes don't really kill your hero. Nice. Okay, go bottom. Walk towards bottom. Bottom wave. Scurry your way there. That's what it's for. That's why we maxed it. If SF goes wave, then you follow him. Otherwise, you get it. Yep. Don't show when your teammates show like this. Yeah. You guys can actually play for their Wisdom Shrine. Use your neutral item.
I'm thinking in terms
ping
of
the Wisdom Shrine to your
items.
teammate. Ping the Wisdom Shrine to your teammate. Maybe he doesn't come back. It's fine. Items, I would
thinking
go Shard
Ether.
probably, or Ether. Ether's fine. Ether's fine if you want. Whatever you prefer.
I think gives me better range.
Yeah, Ether's good.
I feel like I need it.
I was gonna say Shard Ether as the build, so if you want to go Ether, that's fine. Okay, you guys are gonna get Wisdom. That's nice. You can just farm that. The camp you're
I
sitting
wanted
in.
to stack
Yeah.
it, but I was too late.
Mana booted up. Okay, look mid while you're attacking this. Yeah, okay, he's dead. You can walk there. Maybe SF makes a play. Just follow your SF.
I know OD wants to do something.
It's fine. There's no duel. You cannot die. You're fine. Just be near SF. Without duel, they can't kill you. Okay, yep, that's fine too. That's good. You can Solar Crest him. This might be a waste. Not really sure what's going on here. This Slark really likes to look at that Ringmaster ult. Walk towards mid lane. The mid wave. Yeah. And use your scurries off cooldown. That's what they're there for.
Sure.
That's your teammate. So, let's fly a bunch of sentries and a ward out.
No words.
Okay,
but
no ward, that's
sentries.
fine. Sentries are good. Watch out for Legion duel. I wouldn't walk over there because I don't know if they have a ward on that hill. Go back to your team, actually. Yeah, go back to your team. Hurry over, that's what it's for.
Ah, shit.
Oh, he's taking. Nice. One. Lotus. Nice. Nice. Wow. Ringmaster being a fucking bro. Yeah, sentry the high ground. Nice. Go you back to your team and solar them. Nice. Yeah, fortunately it was a bit of a easy game, so you had more brain power to be able to focus on the stuff we were looking at.
Yep.
I do want to do
agree.
like a brief recap of the game with you afterwards to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit.
You take the bushwhack damage. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was a little bit late.
Go ahead and TP top tier 1. Yeah, you'd want to wait for the next wave, but it's all good. Nice. Okay. Scurry towards the next wave. Sense of urgency. Yep, so it's really important that we always TP to this tier 1 like this to set up our team to push this tower. Go ahead and fly yourself a TP. I don't know if it's already coming.
No. Shard is coming.
Yeah, can you send the courier back for your TP? Yeah.
Yep, I did.
There you go. Just be ready to solar whoever gets going on. There you go. Yep, just sit behind them ready. You can use Scurry a lot more for positioning and stuff, like whenever you're wondering if your teammates are going to get going on. Watch out for Legion. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna check out for a second and eat my food while this game's in.
So at this point, I guess looking around the map is mostly to see lanes pushing and stuff, right?
Absolutely. The first thing that you have to buy into is the fact that looking around is absolutely essential and the minimap does not offer enough at all. That's like the first step, right? It's kind of like admitting you have a problem, which I've actually had a majority of coaching students I coach will tell me, like, I look at the minimap a lot, and you know, I trust me, I used to do this too, so we've all been there. It's much easier to look at the minimap than it is to look at the rest of the map. The biggest thing, I'm gonna go ahead and stop watching your stream, and I'm gonna go to
Sure.
I'm gonna go to, where is it? Play capture, get rid of that. Yeah, perfect. Can you send me that replay ID in here? And we'll just
Yep.
wait till it comes up. The most important part about Dota is that, so if I tell you that the job is to look around the map, like you're supposed to look around the map, what you probably noticed, maybe you didn't, but what you might have noticed is when I wanted you to walk mid, that you would generally spend 20 right clicks, 300 units in front of you in order to get there. You'd be like, right click in front of me, right click in front of me, right click in front of me.
Yeah.
But what is actually supposed to happen is, as far as we can tell where we're going next, we just need to right click there one time. We don't need to do all of this individual right clicking on our screen. So this is like this is an example of what looking around the map teaches you, is minimizing the amount of clicks it takes to do an action. That's actually really important, because if you're spending 20 clicks, that means that's just 20 times as much attention you're giving to this action than it needs to take. So then it tells you that in order to look around the map properly, you need to plan out your next move. Otherwise, you can't look around the map, like, because you're not clicking ahead, right? So then that's training you that BSJ is saying, I need to kind of know where I'm going next. And what I do every time when you guys are in the middle of a fight, and it's actually almost better that I don't have the opportunity to look around the map, is I was using the mini map to be like, oh, what's going on bottom lane? Looks like it's pushing. What's going on there? It's pushing. So which direction I walk from a fight or which direction I TP is determined by where the lanes are. And I have to look at them, because not only where they are, but if I see how many creeps there are, I know where they will be. Like 15, 20 seconds from now, I can be like, oh, there's momentum pushing towards us. There's momentum pushing away from us. So I'll know, like, if I want to go to that bottom wave, I have to meet it next to our tier 1 tower, or I have to meet it near their tier 2 tower. I check CK's lane, because I'm like, oh, he's level 5 and the lane's sitting in front of his tower. He doesn't want to be aggressive because he's level 5, and since the lane's sitting in front of his tower, I don't need to be next to him. He's fine. If the lane's up at their tower and he's level 6, I'm going to go to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
That's a very.
I mean, I got the idea of watching, like, when I'm walking safely to, or doing things that don't require like a lot of exposition, to check somewhere else, because I know nothing's gonna happen. I think I developed the habit of like watching my hero at all times, because I died too much to like surprising attacks and stuff like that, which is obviously because I was watching away when I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that sort of moved me into not watching away ever, which is an overcorrection, I guess. But no, but I get the point. I mean, I fully understand when I should be doing it and what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's really good that you already see that. Yeah, so it sounds like you had a classic, like, wrong takeaway situation. I'm sure we've all done this. I've done this a million times. The takeaway is not, I shouldn't look around the map anymore. The takeaway is, what happened here that I can reproduce in the future to know I shouldn't look around in this given scenario. Like, that's so the importance that we can get refine over time is really defining what it means to what times in the game I can look around, right? And that's a required decision that must be thought about every moment of the game, because you can, like, if you're consciously aware of whether or not you need to be paying attention to your hero, not only does that mean you can look around the map, but that means you're fucking consciously aware of why you're looking at your hero, so you're consciously aware of what spells you're afraid of, what hero you're afraid of, what positioning you need. But, like, this is really, it's not a matter of you're going to nail that if you're consciously aware of your hero. But the point is that if you're continuously challenging yourself to look around the map, you will continuously ask yourself, what threatens me? What am I afraid of? Oh, it's the Legion. Where is he? What are his items? When did I last see him? What is he? Did he go full blade mail? Did he rush a blink? Like, because you'll think, what is the threat? Oh, I have to keep my camera on my hero because Legion's missing and I have to be ready to bushwhack him. You know what I mean? Like, I can't look away.
No, I think it's definitely a habit that I lost with time. I used to be better at it. Not saying that it was perfect, but I used to be better at it. And I think just out of fear, I sort of pulled away. Also, not to be too nitpicky here, but like I also sort of turned off my brain a lot in this game. I didn't go a lot by instinct. Like, for example, a lot of the bushwhacks were, sorry, the acorns were lost because I wasn't owl casting or I wasn't targeting the ground and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, that type of stuff was really because I was sort of shutting down my brain, trying to listen to what you said.
Yeah.
And again, I wasn't really focused on like losing lane or losing the game. I was just focusing on what you were saying.
Yeah,
So if
absolutely.
there is a lot of missed skill shots or whatever, it's basically because of that.
Awesome. I can promise you I was going to spend literally 0 time on your skill shots. But I appreciate it.
Okay.
Like, it's good that you gave the disclaimer. So what's happening here is that in this game, there's no objective to be played for right now. So I told you to walk towards bottom. Why? Because I don't know what Jug's going to do. So if you walk towards bottom right now, and then he TP's bottom, then what I actually want you to do is walk back towards mid, because the timing in which you have to be mid is 14, 15, because that's when the creep wave gets there. So if you think about it, the reason that you're mid is to control runes and push the wave. That's why we're here. Unless our team's like ganking with us, that's why we're here, right? So I know that I don't need to be here until 9 seconds from now. So what that means is I can spend that extra 5 seconds walking towards potentially fixing bottom. And if somebody else goes there, then I turn around. Does that make sense? And if nobody else goes there, then I fix bottom.
Yeah.
Do you see how my mindset works?
So like, yeah. And I did notice like while playing that a lot of the movement around the map was to go places that needed either pushing or just someone being there.
Yeah.
And which in traditionally my games that would have been left like completely, empty. Like nobody would have been there. Probably most of the team would have been somewhere else.
Yeah.
Me included. Like.
Yeah, of course. So like in this moment, like when we had you flow to bottom lane, where is it? Fast forwarding a bit here. This game was nice because it was a nice straightforward game in terms of your movements because your mid laner like won really hard. So like I had you flow towards bottom because I saw that Jug was 6 and Legion was 6. So I'm like, okay, flow towards that. Like that's an action lane. And we also checked on CK level 5 next to his tower. So we left this lane alone. So like this kind of stuff being aware, it's like sadly our teammate kind of just went before we got there. But it still ends up being a really useful place for you to be because you guys get, I believe, a kill on Legion because he duels you for some reason. But then we fast forward. By the way, I had screamed at you here to pull small. My idea here is when you win this fight, I want you to reset as humanly quickly as possible. Like, look at the map, camps around us, efficiency, farm, right now. Fight's over. Like, I was trying to turn that mode off instantly. Like, okay, we're back in, like, I find myself in fight mode or efficiency mode. Fight mode is like, okay, how do we approach positioning? How do we approach engaging these guys? Like, are we afraid of them going on us? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean there has to be a fight, but I'm engaged. I'm prepared for heroes to fight each other, you know? And efficiency mode is like, okay, I'm not afraid of them going on us at all. Like, camps, stacking, pull, bounty runes, like, all this kind of stuff. So that's why I was screaming at you because I wanted it, like, if that small camp was there and you went into farm mode instantly, you would have pulled it, right? It ended up not being there. But the idea is like the skill is when a fight is over, how quickly do you turn it off? Like how quickly do you go into efficiency mode? So
yeah, so like usually my thought process is similar, maybe with slower reactions. But like for example, if I wouldn't have this is an example of when I had my brain turned off. Like usually, what would have happened there, for me, it would have been to farm the camp, not to pull it, because I'm always looking for instances where I can get like extra gold to get my items and stuff like that. That's what I would have done without like if I would have been just me.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, the pulling's always nice on supports. You can use lane creeps more often than you probably do to help you clear the camps. It uses less mana and it helps you clear it faster. So this is an instance where we like look at the map, right? And I just see Jug pushing a tower, and I'm like, okay, walk there. You know? So we're just gonna walk there, and in this case, we're just sitting behind the guy to make plays. But this is a portion where Jug's pushing a tower, and my teammates are pushing up here. Like, I see that on the minimap, right? And I'm like, shit, I might need to be there as well. And, you know, that's why we're supposed to have a TP. It's fine that you don't, but ideally you would.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really good in these spots where you see multiple things where you're like, oh, shit, I need to be ready behind this guy and be potentially ready to TP top. Like, that's what I want to be doing here. And so you're just sitting behind this guy because I can tell you as a Jug, I'm not supposed to hit this tower if you're not here. But I'm supposed to hit this tower if you're right behind me. So I like that you're right behind me. And it just means that when they defend with one guy like Legion Commander, who's usually really good against Jug, suddenly not the case, right? Because you're there and you get a kill on him. It's like right place, right time kind of shit. It's like, you know, as a viewer, it's like, yeah, you're up 18-4, but people don't do this kind of stuff, and randomly their Jug dies to Legion, and suddenly the game's like 3k lead instead of 6k. And it's like, that's how you lose this game 20% of the time. So then we killed that, and I'm like, okay, well, the thing that was happening top is still happening, so let's go through the gate. Ideally, we wouldn't walk in the lane, but this stuff's going to happen because you're busy thinking about shit. So in this case, I told you to be a backliner. I think your team was being way too passive here, so I probably would have been like, what the fuck's going on? And I would have ran in. But, like, I think you should be behind the CK, but he's being way too passive. So I would have walked in aggressively here. That's just your CK making this take way too long.
Well, another thing that, like, sort of, like, in terms of items and stuff, like, you saw me, I didn't queue anything in the beginning and whatever. I didn't buy enough
based
TPs,
on what I
like,
saw, that's not how you normally play.
I do not. Like, I usually have a TP on me at all times and stuff. Like, this is a type of shit because I had my brain turned off.
Yeah, just for the record, I said that's why I would want you to have a TP here, but I understand that you didn't. I'm fully aware, based on what I saw before, you always had a TP. You did always queue up your items, so I trust that me being in your ear is what's preventing you from doing that, and I am aware that your mechanics will be worse, so I appreciate it.
But I do have a situational question, though. Like, in that fight that sort of that we didn't start in at top. Like, I'm usually very afraid of baiting my team into a fight that we might potentially lose. So, like, my rational thought process is like, how many are we? Can we win this? In that moment, honestly, I wasn't even thinking that because, again, you in my ear. But I usually would have stayed back as well because I wasn't sure how many of them they are in top. Like, my reaction as it happened would have been actually the usual reaction, to stay back and see how many of them show.
How do they start
Is
fights?
that like
What are
a
you
good
afraid
thing?
of?
Here I wouldn't have been sure because there's a tower. I don't know how many of them are
No, like,
top.
I want specific spells and heroes, like very specific. What are you afraid of?
Here no, you're asking for I don't think that that deep into the fight. I just want to know numbers, like how much versus how much.
So that's not that. What I'll tell you is that's not a sufficient answer. What spell are you afraid of if you scurry over here?
Well, right now, watching it like from the outside, I would be scared about either Slark or Legion. Maybe like an OD, but not from killing me, just from, like, disabling me. And Pudge's hook, but honestly, the hook is pretty easy to scurry away from.
I think if you
But I would be
scurry
mostly
like
afraid of
this-
Legion.
If you scurry like this through trees, their only hero that catches you is Legion Commander, right? Like, think about you being evasive through trees. They have like skill shot from Pounce, skill shot from Techies, skill shot from Pudge. If OD walks up and astrals you, he's just gonna die. Right? Like, that's his defensive spell. So if you like walk in here with scurry on, you can definitely walk over there. The problem that I have whenever I talk to players is that when you tell me you're scared, I need you to articulate the exact heroes and spells and the combination of positioning, what they would hit you with, and how it would go down for you to die. So, like, I'm like, if you just scurry right here, how do they kill you? When I see this, like, no blink dagger and the Legion's commander showing bottom. You know, it would have to be astral into hook into dismember for like 2 seconds. And it's like, then I ask myself, well, look at everyone else around me. Like, I have a CK around me. I have a ringmaster behind me who's been playing pretty well. You know, like, but so I understand you thinking about numbers. Numbers are good, but I think being able to articulate exactly how you die is a way more comprehensive practice that will help you in the long run. Because then you get you
Yeah,
checking around the
yeah.
map, it gets you playing out fights in your head, and then you'll start like seeing things before they happen, basically.
hmm Yeah, that's true. I mean, usually I don't think about the. So if I see, for example, that they are running the same play over and over, that like immediately I become aware of it.
Yeah.
But out of nowhere, here I would just be like at a generic point scared about the heroes that I mentioned.
That's so I totally get that. So then, for all of my sessions in the notes, I have a specific section of what to watch replays for.
hmm
You should watch replays through given games and concoct how you die at
Right,
every
like lay
stage
it
of the
out and
game.
then analyze it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't even have to have fights play out. You can just be like, at 11 minutes in, how do those heroes kill me? At 20 minutes in, how do they kill me? How do they initiate on us? What is the chain of spells and what order will they come out? Like this is
hmm
this is really good stuff to thought exercise after games because you're not going to be able to think about it during the game. But when you think about it outside of the game, suddenly you will have like what you'll start doing is you'll start thinking, you'll start noticing your brain, our human brains are pretty damn good at pattern recognition. You'll
Yeah.
notice that certain heroes are always the second or third spell in there. Certain heroes are the first spell in there. Certain hero, you know what I'm saying? So like,
hmm
so then you'll be like, oh yeah, you just start recognizing which heroes are like catalysts for ganks, and then you look at the lineup that way. Like, oh, who is their catalyst? Who starts? And it's like, well, it's Legion Commander, and he's not here. So I should be very courageous, even if they have 4 heroes, because Legion's not here. So then, like, it's like, but then there's going to be games where literally 4 of their heroes are showing bottom, and Legion Commander with Blade Mail Blink is missing, and you should be very careful.
hmm
You know what I mean? So it's not like numbers are not nearly as descriptive as this. And this is so I put what you should look for in your replays. Just maybe one, you said you play 20, 30 hours a week. Spend like one game a day going back through it and just looking at the lineup and saying, this is how I die. This combo of spells in this order with these item timings, stuff like this. You know what I mean?
hmm Yeah. Yeah. I mean, replay analysis is something that I don't do in a lot of depth. Like usually I just check critical points or fights that I have specific questions about, but I'm not doing the analysis that you just mentioned, like checking how they initiate, how did I die, what are they opening and like following up with and all of that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a skill to develop. Like I agree with that.
Yeah. I think for me personally, it's one of the most powerful skills in Dota to develop because there's a lot of moments where I did watch you where I'm like, I literally thought to myself, what is he afraid of? I didn't say it because it's like I don't want to overload you in the game, and I'm not gonna ask you questions, right? Because that's not
Yeah.
like it's not gonna be helpful. You're too busy playing. But I did have that feeling, and so whenever I think that when I'm watching somebody play, I think this is a really important drill, for anybody. I
hmm
think it's a really fun
hmm
thought exercise. In my opinion, it's really fun. And so you could watch replays for the time being. My goal so my goal from this session is to give you something to come back to me with from our next so you're gonna send me a replay that I watch on my own to see how you're
hmm
doing. I'm going to assess your progress based on how much you're looking around and just generally speaking, seeing how you're moving based on the lanes on the map.
Right.
Like where are the lanes? And I'm just going to tell you, like, so I'm going to review that game and I'm gonna say, so we're going to look at times where I feel like you could have looked around the map and you didn't. I'm not going to like be ultra nitpicky. I'm going to look at like obvious ones because I feel like you weren't looking around at all. So we're just going to make sure we're going to see what the progress is. And then there's going to be times where I would have gone up and you go down, and I'm going to tell you why I would have gone down or up instead of down. And that's what I'm going to do when I look at your replay. Does that make sense?
hmm Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
So
Yeah, it gives me like a structure of, thought patterns that I to have very clear.
awesome. Very good. Then yeah, so that's what the replay vault channel is going to be for. That will be trimmed up in terms of the explanation of that. But so I'll be looking at your replay anytime in the next 1 to 3 weeks that you want to submit it. For that. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sweet, man. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Really good.
Awesome, man. Thanks for signing up, and I'm gonna let you go here. Any final questions?
Not about the game and everything. Not really. Maybe just one question regarding the one like the VIP
Sure.
coaching, but maybe I can ask you that offline. I don't know how. Like
Sure. I mean, you can ask it now. It's not a big deal. What's up?
Sure. No. The thing is that the it's not set up as a subscription. So like I only paid that one instance.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the next one what should I do?
That was our intent, was not to have it be a subscription. For now. This is like a
All right.
trial. This is like a trial. We are going to release it. I don't know exactly how that's going to work in regards to you know, it's like it's a hard balance, because do we make sure the 5 people that already signed up can have access again, or do we open it up again for anyone to have a chance? It's
right.
So I don't
No,
want to.
understood.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't. I thought it was neglect, not
No,
intention.
yeah,
But
it
all
was
good.
Yeah, so just letting you know that we are going to be opening it back up. We're probably going to do. I mean, we're going to do at least 5 slots in the future, probably 10, but keep an eye out. We'll make sure you're not out of the loop. You'll have a chance to sign up again.
All good.
Awesome, man. Sweet. Anything else?
Cool. Thank you very much. Nope,
No
nothing.
problem. Awesome, man. See ya.
See ya.
Okay. Let's stop the